Hello everyone, this is your girl Jenna, and today we're going to talk about anger management. We're going to talk about anger management. Let you guys come on in. Hope all is well with you guys. Can you hear me? If so, just tap the hearts. You can hear me. I'm coming through clear. One thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take current events and mix it in with some tea. Okay, so I'm sure everyone's heard about Will Smith slapping the taste out of Chris Rock's mouth. I know. I didn't watch the Oscars. I just do what a lot of people do. I just went up and down my timeline on Facebook, and I saw that. And my husband and I, we got in a little tiff because he was like, oh, it's fake. So we literally watched it over and over and over again. And I mean, I don't think it was fake. I mean, he connected, my husband even slowed it down to see if it was real. But I think it was real. And the thing that had concerned me was when Will Smith went back to his seat and he started cussing, and and I saw his chest moving up and down, and I just like, oh yeah, this is real. He was angry. Will Smith does have high blood pressure problems. He said it. He's on medication and things like that. Thank you. And so I said, let me talk about it. First and foremost, what do you guys think? Was Chris Rock out of pocket when he did that? Was it okay because he's a comedian? Let's talk about it. He said to Jada, oh Jada, I'm looking for G.I. Jane 2 to come out or something. And I saw her expression. She was not amused at all. And so they're saying that Will Smith laughed, which it did look like he laughed because, of course, they kind of shined it on him. But they're also saying that could have been a delay. Okay, so we don't know if he really laughed. And seeing how he actually responded and went on stage, so cool. I mean, he walked up there like he was about to, just be chill with Chris. But anyway, I don't know. I didn't think it was funny because we all know that, Jada Pinkett is suffering from alopecia, and it probably was a little bit out of pocket. It was wrong. But at no time are you supposed to lay your hands on somebody. That's why I was like, I kind of look at Will Smith like, I got his book, and I look at him as like, as this kind of guru for success. And to see him operate and act like that kind of threw me off a little bit. I didn't like seeing that, but I could kind of understand why he felt that way. But let's just keep it real. This video is also about anger management. Anger and stress is cumulative. Cumulative means it builds up. So at no time do I feel that smack that Will Smith, I'm going to start stretching, guys, that smack that Will Smith gave Chris, I keep wanting to call him Chris Brown, I don't know why, because we haven't talked about Chris Rock in years, but yeah, Chris Rock, I don't think he should have done that. Really don't. But oh well, that's what happened. What do you guys think? Let me see what you guys are typing. He could have handled that. Yeah. Let's see. What do you guys think? It's not okay what Will did, and what Chris did was wrong. Right, but if you had to choose who was wrong, if you can only choose one person who was wrong, who would it be? You can't say both of them. Can't say both of them. Who was wrong? Who was more wrong, Will or Chris? Because when you say both, it's like almost saying they did the same thing in my eyes, and they didn't. Chris Brown, I keep saying it. Chris Rock is a comedian. And so, comedians have been in the spotlight lately because everyone is sensitive nowadays. Like a few weeks ago, Laverne Cox, I think her name is Laverne, or her. I don't know what to call Laverne. I really don't. So I'm going to be a little bit, careful in what I say. So we're just going to call Laverne. And while Will and Jada was in front of Laverne, he or she, I don't know what to call her. Laverne said, "Don't be. I hope I don't see you in no more entanglements." And of course, Will Smith did his famous like he's Shao Kahn laugh. I call it the Shao Kahn laugh. This is if you like Mortal Kombat, you know who I'm talking about. And that's how Will kind of deals with when he's embarrassed and when he doesn't really want to respond in a certain way. Will Smith kind of does that little cunning laugh, okay? And if you've read his book, Will, he talks about his father, Daddy-O, a lot. Well, honey, he turned into Daddy-O yesterday, okay? I mean, it was something, but yeah. Let's see. I wish let's see what you guys are saying. He has had too much to say about, okay, so yeah. So Will Smith has been going through a lot of jokes ever since he came out. They came out with the entanglements with August, which, okay, let's talk about August for a minute, right? That situation when she said she had an entanglement. I'm very confused with that situation. I'm not sure if Will Smith knew about it. I'm not sure if they were together. I don't know, but I don't know when that interview happened, but it has to be at least 2 years now, and people are still like talking about it. And just understand, like I was saying, like anger is cumulative. So what he did yesterday, that was not just for Chris, that was literally for everything this man has been enduring for the last few years, ever since the confirmation of his marriage. Because we kind of already knew that they had kind of a unconventional marriage, right? We kind of already knew that. But for them to come out and be so specific on that typical event, because that was kind of stressed. Like August was Jaden's friend. August is like, what, darn near 30 years younger than Jada. August grew up in the house. So that was all kinds of what they would call scandalous. But, I mean, if Will Smith wants to accept that, I mean, that's his business, right? You know, like, does that make him weak that he accepts his wife? Like, I don't know. Like, but yeah, yesterday, you know, I just think things came to a head, and the fact that he was able to keep his hand flat like this and boom, I think that's great. Will Smith is known for smacking somebody. You guys got to go on YouTube and look out reporter who tried to kiss Will Smith. And he slapped him. I think he backhand slapped him. So, I mean, Will Smith is known for slapping people. And I guess he was just obligated. Like, how would this have been had he not done anything? Now, when he followed the smack with, you know, keep my wife out of your blink, blink mouth, I think that would have sufficed. I think that was enough. I think he should have thought about that and done that. That would have been epic. The walk on the stage, and let's talk about Chris Breezy, you know, I'm sorry, Chris Rock, and his reaction to that smack that was heard around the world, right? I think he was exceptional. I think he was so, like, calm. I think he reserved himself. If you notice, he was standing with his hands behind his back the whole time, which is a natural way of bringing your blood pressure down, okay? So listen, because I like to wrap everything into health or holistic. When you stand like this, right, for some reason, I think it just reroutes your, like, reroutes the bloodstream and all of that. You'll see a lot of men just walking around like this. This is just so calming. And so Will walked up there like this. He was already aggravated and puffed up. So he was very angry. Then when he walked to his seat, he was still like, you could see his chest. Y'all go back and watch it on YouTube, okay? It was, you know, I kind of like dissected that little section. I felt so sorry for the both of them. I feel that, let's just talk about comedians real quick. We know, I've been to a few shows myself. I went to a few D.L. Hughley shows. And when you sit in the front row, you are going to be talked about. My husband and I was talked about one day at D.L. Hughley's show. And he called me the first lady and called him, we both had glasses on. He said, well, I hope you two don't do anything that, something he said. And we just laughed it off. I was embarrassed, but I laughed it off. It is comedy, right? That is their job, to turn whatever is going on into comedy. What is the, what's the line? I don't know. In my opinion, I thought Chris Rock and Will Smith, I think they're saying that they were personal friends. I mean, I don't know if you guys remember the show All of Us. Chris Rock's brother was actually on that show. That was like his best friend. I forget his name on that. But so they actually know each other. So the fact that he did that, I felt like, you know, maybe he was just trying to check his friend, like, don't do that. You know, very disrespectful. You don't talk about a man's wife. I know me, I'm territorial. Like, you're not going to talk about my family. I'm going to feel some type of way. I'm not going to say I'm going to put my hands on you. You know, sometimes when we have money or we have fame or we have clout or anything like that, you feel like you can get away with something. I read something on one of the comments, and they said, well, if that was Cat Williams or Tupac, would Will have gone up there and done that? I mean, I don't know if it was a part of him trying to bully or feel like he was above Chris Rock. I just felt like he was in the moment. He forgot where he was. I mean, they're saying Denzel even had to pull him up, you know, and say, look, when you about to be on your highest moment, that's when the devil comes in. And the devil certainly came in on that. I don't think it was a setup. I don't think it was fake, because it was very daunting to Will Smith. I mean, have we ever seen Will Smith go down like that? Have we ever seen him not in control of his feelings? So I pray for him. I hope he starts to do some anger management things. And let's talk about some anger management exercises. First of all, making sure the body is hydrated is going to naturally make you feel better and operate better. Okay? Salty foods, guys. You have to, if you know that you have anger issues, if you know that you will just pop off at somebody at a drop of a dime, you need to eat more fruits and vegetables. You need to eat more things that's going to hydrate you, that has potassium in it. Will Smith ain't had no potassium in his system yesterday. He was sweating. He was anxious. He walked up on stage in front of millions of people. Poor Lupita. Lupita was right behind him, and she was like appalled and like, whew, did y'all see her face? She was surprised. She thought she had the safest room in the house, guys. Oh my gosh. I'm even sweating. Okay. I'm even sweating. That's good, y'all. I'm already sweating. All right. So let's go. We're going to do some exercises. We're going to start doing some stepping. Exercise is some good stress management. It's a natural stress manager. You guys can keep talking. But we really don't see Will Smith ever losing his cool. That was different. That was real different. I know he looked like a hero to his children now. Sometimes we can be so worried about our image that we forget that we're human. We have real human emotions. We have real human reactions. And so it was kind of like different to see a celebrity act like he was from the hood. Okay, let's go. I'm down 5 pounds, guys. 5 pounds. Which is so awesome. So I got good 20 more pounds to go before I feel like I am reaching my goal. Hold on. Trick camera, y'all. Trick camera. Aha! See, now y'all can't see the sweat under my arms. Yeah, image, right? Regular people sweat. But if you show your sweat on camera, that makes you look some type of way, right? Y'all see those muscles coming in? Do y'all see them? Okay, let's talk about some anger management things that we can take. Y'all ever heard of, are y'all still here with me? Hit those heart buttons if y'all still here with me. Hit those heart buttons. Y'all ever heard of ginger? If you ever feel like you're having problems with anger management, start doing some ginger. Ginger is really good for you. It calms you down. It helps detox your system. So when we're angry, obviously we have some toxins going on in our system. We're built up, might be constipated, all that. Did you guys exercise today? When do y'all exercise? Before work? Well, I should say this. When do you exercise? Morning exercise or evening? What time of day? I'm going to tell you which is better for what. Okay? Do you guys exercise during the day or in the morning or in the evening? I see you, Miss Jill. You notice my weight loss? What? You done made my day, Miss Stevens. Giddens. Thank you. So, if you are trying to like cut down on your stress, you want to exercise during the day, not at night. Okay? And if I had to choose, I would say daytime exercise is best. Because when you do exercise at night, you're telling your body to rev up at night, especially if you're doing cardio. Never do cardio at night. You won't be able to sleep. And the weight that you want to lose, you won't lose because you're building up your stress hormones. So I do cardio for fast weight loss. I don't do cardio for stress management. You guys know what I mean? I don't do cardio for anger management. I do cardio for straight heart rate up, sweating, and fast weight loss. That's why I do it. If you want to do stress management, yoga is better. Light walking is better. You know, it's different exercises for whatever you're trying to do. So I am a holistic practitioner, and if you need guidance on anger management or even, you know, body reshaping, get in contact with me. My information is in the description. It's also pinned. Okay? So yeah, I'm down 5 pounds. And I'm also doing other stuff too. I'm doing the low meat, just fish. I'm just eating fish, guys. That's all I'm doing. Oh, I do eggs for the protein. I do fish for the acid. That's it. So I've given up chicken meat, even though eggs are different in the body. They're lighter. So it's different. But I don't do beef, don't do pork, don't do chicken, don't do turkey. Let's see. I work 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. So exercise is done. Right, I mean, you're doing the best thing you can do. You're doing the best thing you can do. And that's all you can do. So I exercise, I do my cardio during the day. And if I want to do something relaxing, I'll do it at night. So I weigh myself every day in the morning after going to the bathroom every morning. That's how you know your true weight. And I do weights every day. Weights helps with sugar. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Make sure you work both sides. Now, with cardio, I'm not saying that it won't lessen your stress, because after that heart rate comes down, you're going to feel good. You're going to feel different. I drink about a gallon in 24 hours. I say 24 hours because people think a day is just a work day. No, in a whole 24 hours, I drink a gallon. Because you got to burn that water off. Whatever water you drink, you got to make sure it doesn't stick on you. So you got to be careful. Make sure your kidneys can handle it. That's another thing, guys. When Will Smith went up on that stage and he smacked him, his kidneys wasn't working correctly. Because when you have anger affects your kidneys. Case in point, When you're angry, you automatically want to sweat. Some people get so angry they have to immediately urinate. So your kidneys are being overworked. You can also do it here. The reason why I do this is because I'm trying to get these shoulders, you know. See, my shoulders are smaller. They're shrinking. Now, once you start losing weight or reshaping your body, you can't stop. You have to keep going. That's why it's a lifestyle. Anger management. You go into anger management. You learn how to have your emotions where you have control over them. And one thing about anger is like what the Hulk said on Avengers. So you always know you're angry. The way I control my anger is I'm always angry. I look at myself as a person who's passionate, who is very, very into her feelings. I'm going to tell you how I feel. I'm not an empath, basically. So knowing who you are, knowing what you're capable of, is how you ultimately are going to control it. Now, I'm not one to hit somebody, but I will use this mouthpiece. My mouth, like the Bible say, the tongue can cut like a knife. That's me. And so I had to control my anger because the words that I say out of my mouth can really get me in trouble. You know, I've lost jobs, like I've quit jobs. I've never been fired. I'm always the one who's leaving. When I was younger, somebody get in my face, I'm going to talk you down. But as I got older, what happened to me was, this had to happen like 13, 14 years ago. 2006, maybe? I don't know. And I had a neighbor. And we were walking our dog. Like, this is before I knew better. I used to just let my dog go on the lawn. And the reason why we let him go on the lawn is because nobody lived at that house. So we were living there about a good 2-3 years before this neighbor moved in. And so we let our dog go on her lawn. One day she came out of her house and she was very mean, you know, to my husband one day and mean to me. And I went on her, actually my husband had come back to me and said, oh, well, this girl, or she allowed her boyfriend to get in his face. So I went out there and I went on her property and I said something. I don't even remember so much, but it was enough for her to get angry. Luckily, this was before all this other stuff is going on today. Anger kind of is like really bad now. The crime has gone up. I look back, I say I'm blessed. All she did was go down to the courts and file on me. A trespassing. And that was really, really hurtful to my parents. I mean, my parents had to come to court with me, and my husband was there, my grandfather, and I looked at my grandfather's face and I saw that he was so scared and he was so like worried, and he was old then, and I was like, man, I don't want to put him through this. So not to mention, I looked up her name online and she had a laundry list of people that she does this to. I was one of many. So the story is basically after that, I had to learn how to deal with my anger. I got another story. I was so angry. I was in this bad house, my husband and I, and the landlord was horrible. And the landlord was mean and one day called the cops on my husband and got him locked up. And what happened was I realized that there was like a tube or something that I could unlodge. And I unlodged that tube and water flooded the whole place and I ruined his whole home. I had to go to court for that. So my point is, I was young and I was covered by God. God really covered us because I didn't go to jail. I'm still here to talk about it and things like that. So anger can really make you do some crazy stuff. Even though those situations, I felt like I was wronged. And people, you're going to feel like you're wronged. But you have to realize that you are only in charge of what you do. And so Will Smith would have been in the right had he returned those words that Chris Rock said and returned it to, look, keep my wife's name out of your mouth. He would have been fine with that because that was words against words. He was wrong because he returned those words with physical altercation. And even if Chris Rock had hit him first, somebody has to be the bigger person and say, look, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to return this type of energy. And so you can only do that if your anger and your stress levels are at a good level. And so now that I am older now, I can't be going around, you know, like one Christmas Eve, I got in an argument with a woman and I said, you wanna get slapped today? She said, you wanna go to jail today? I said, oh. I took my cart and kept it moving. I wasn't gonna slap that lady. I was gonna get in an argument. I was so quick to anger. But my blood pressure was all over the place. My sugar was all over the place. My diet was all over the place. And so that caused me to do some crazy stuff when I was young. My emotions were all over the place too. And so I had to ask God. I said, God, can you please help me hone in my feelings, please? Can you help me with that? And so I didn't want to be in a psychiatry for the rest of my life. I didn't want that. I didn't want to be in jail. And I darn sure didn't want my life to end because of an anger issue. And so now I'm going to tell you what really helped me, social media. God said, okay, you want to get your anger better? I'm going to make you a contributor on social media. I've learned on social media, because of all of the trolls and all of the opinions and all of the like billions of people that's on these things, I'm going to meet more people who don't agree with me than do. And so I can't return certain energies back to them. I've gotten pages taken away. I've gotten all kinds of stuff happen to me right on social media because I typed the wrong thing or I said the wrong thing on one of my videos. And so I've learned. And so that's what God does. He takes you through some things. You don't get the lessons by themselves. Oh no, that's just not how it happens. You have to go through some things sometimes to really understand what you really want. And so that's what happened to me. That's my story. Oh no, Miss Kenya, that's the worst thing to do is work out on an empty stomach. Oh no, 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 no. I used to do that when I was younger, but I know better now. And you have to understand, like, that's what I professionally do now. God actually made me a holistic practitioner. God said, honey, you can't be no holistic practitioner with anger management problems. You can't be a holistic practitioner going live and being overweight. You can't be a holistic practitioner and not be able to show others that you are about what you talk about. So that's why I go live with things that I do. I exercise, you see it. I sweat. I have my issues. I'm on my own quest. You know, I'm like the hair clubs for men. Not only am I the president, but I'm a customer. And so I'm a customer of myself. But yeah, you don't You never work out on an empty stomach. And the reason being is because your body will start to circulate a lot of stress hormones. So everything that you're trying to do, you're actually going to have adverse situations. So I hope you guys aren't doing that. But you don't sit down and eat like you don't eat a hamburger and fries before working out. You eat something light. Fruit, water, something light, just to give you some energy. Okay? I hope I answered your question. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So that's what I do. I wrap my whole business around my own life, which is easy. It's easy. I say, you know what? I don't feel like doing this, but I'm like, if I don't do it, I won't show my face. And I have to show my face to you guys, to get you guys to see what I'm doing. Woo! My Lord. We're going to go ahead and we're going to do these 10 pounds. I'm trying to work up to this again. Alright, so we're going to do some squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I know I probably don't look like what I've been through. And you're not supposed to. All those people who look like what they've been through, they don't understand how it is. God allows certain things to happen to you. But you're not supposed to look like what you've been through or what you're going through. Who agrees with that? You're not supposed to be. If somebody says, ooh, child, you look tired. That's not good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look at that definition. 8, 9, 10. Look at those. Look at those. Come on now. Come on. Look at those arms. Look at that. I'm trying to be on my Michelle Obama. Okay. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! I know that was good effect for y'all, but I felt that. Let's lead with my left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Woo! Shoot. Woo! Okay, so now I did all that working out with my top. And so we're going to go ahead and, guys, make sure you're following me on all major platforms. Well, my major platforms. My major platform is TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. Okay? And they're all to my site, guys. That's pinned. Okay? You guys want that washboard stomach? You're going to twist, twist, twist. I had back injuries. I had gotten in a car accident back in 2006. And I was in a what is it called? A Sabra. Those old school cars. They don't even dent. But I got injured. And so I started going to the chiropractor. And that was cool. But I was like, I'm not going to keep going to the chiropractor. I'm going to figure this out on my own. I just needed more circulation. You know? I just needed more circulation. And so my shoulders were very stiff and things like that. And so now I don't feel it. But yeah, you want to go ahead and you want to twist, 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 and leave your feet stationary. And you may feel it. If it's painful, don't do it. If it's a little bit painful, do it. I should say uncomfortable. It shouldn't be painful, maybe a little bit uncomfortable. Okay? Because we want more circulation down here. A body that has more circulation in the abdomen is going to help it to flatten out, detox. Okay? So, I'm going to come back with another video. I'm going to be sitting down. I hope you guys love this video. I hope you guys are exercising daily. Do your own regimen. It doesn't have to be like me. I'm on my own journey. That's the one thing about being holistic. Everyone has their own journey. What works for you may not be for me, and vice versa. If you're looking for a holistic practitioner, I have space for you. I am still taking new clientele. You can pay your one-time membership. Right now, it's good for 1 year. And with that, you'll get a one-on-one. Well, the one-on-one is extra, but you'll get basically, we will text and things like that, and I will actually give you a regimen. But if you want something more intense or more thorough, I would suggest that you get the one-on-one, which is basically you and I talking on the phone, video, and I can actually go in more in depth with your situation. So it's just like you're going into a holistic practitioner in your town. We'll see each other. So it's very personable. Okay? And also, the group also has notifications in it. So I actually post stuff that is pertinent to the people that's in there. So I have glucose information, hypertension, weight loss, hair tips, beauty tips, all of that is in the group. Okay, guys? So I'll see you on the next video.